Right, folks, back with a For Fox's Sake special. I weren't going to do the game. I weren't going to do this one, to be fair, because I just wanted to sit there and watch it and not have to make notes. Stay to my air. But anyway, as the game went on, I just want to say, what the fuck is it with Brentford Stadium? Nice little stadium, but who had the bright idea of putting different coloured seats in like that? It looks shit. Just can't work that out. Just who the hell sat there and thought, I know, we'll just get a load of mixed coloured seats and put them in a stand and it'll look great. No, it don't. Look shit. Absolutely shit. Right, like I said, I didn't want to do this, but yeah. As I sat there and watched the game and it went on, I thought, what the fuck's going off here? To be fair, he looked good. He looked started bright. And that was all right. And then I thought, then it just went to shit. The passing was slack. We weren't finding anybody. Passes were short, leaving people to dangle a foot in and probably get injured. And it was just crap. And then Brentford fucking scored. And then I thought, right, well, I'm going to do a bit of a For Fox's Sake here, because this could be fucking disastrous. It was just rubbish, weren't it? It was just pathetic. It was just nothing to it. And then Perez, he was trying to get stuck in, but he was just like getting, he was getting hit every time or letting them know that they were there. But it was just awful. I mean, we just couldn't find anybody. There was just nothing. There was no role play or foreplay. There was no linking up, or we weren't building anything. It just looked like it were being forced, or it just looked like we didn't really want to be there. And anyway, and like on the 29th, I mean, this is it. The 29th minute is really when I decided to fucking, see anything that Leicester could have done, and like we were knocking it about, and Mendy hit the referee. I mean, for fuck's sake, you've got all that pitch and you kick it and you hit the referee. And I can't understand this. It's just getting shit where they have to do another drop ball. No, balls to it. If you can't pass the ball without hitting the referee, then there's something fucking wrong with you. On the 34th minute, Brentford had a corner. It was another game. The goal. Let's talk about the goal. It was just crap defending, weren't it? It was just like left for everybody. Nobody wanted to get stuck in. And they got there and they just did it. It was just fucking awful, weren't it? It would, you know what I mean? It was just shit and pathetic. The 34th minute, Brentford corner, awful defending. The keeper just managed to push it round. It was game. We were just left wanting. We weren't tuned in. We weren't there ready for it. It was just, I don't know. They thought we were going to just roll up and win and all that. I don't know, but Ricardo, he was trying. I mean, to be fair, he's catching up, isn't he? He's getting back to his match fitness, and he's that. But in the beginning, Ricardo's first touch and his second touch weren't no fucking good. But he's like we say, he's had a long layoff, and he's got to get back into it and that. But he did try, he kept going, didn't he? He kept going until he got took off, and in the second half, he did improve no end. There was a free kick against Tielemans on the edge of the box in the 43rd minute. Who did it? Fosu, or I don't know his fucking name, number 24. Because I turn the sound off when I'm watching these things. I don't want to listen to him. I don't want to listen to Robbie Savage and his wonderful hair and that kind of thing. I just want to watch it and watch it myself. But it was a fucking dive when all's said and done. It was a blatant dive. He went in, Tielemans pulled out, gave it the old ooh, not me. And anyway, he just like wrapped his leg around him and went down like a sack of shit. I never thought, I've said this before. I've said this before. Have these players ever thought about stopping on the feet and actually trying to, create something and make it that they can do something without starting again and then having to try and shoot over a wall or around it or bend it? I don't know. Sometimes I think when you get a free kick on the edge of the box, it doesn't really help you because everybody gets back, they take up the positions and then they just go and hit it over. It's not very often that many of them hit them in like Beckham and get them in. So that was the end of the first half. I wasn't impressed. Just fucking wasn't impressed one bit. So we move on to the second half. And, well, I reckon that Brendan had them in there. I don't think he let them have a suck on his orange. And I think he told them, get the fucking sorted. Get out there and play like you mean to win it. Because this is a joke. We could have had so many thousands of travelling fans and you're not doing the job. Get out there and play like you mean it. Soyuncu, he forced the error, didn't he? It all came from him. Maddison through to Under, who he just slotted it away. Fucking great goal, really, weren't it? I do like Under. I hope we do get to keep him. And he is a quality player. He's had his injuries. He's been clattered a couple of times in this, but I do like him. Under, if you do watch this, please stay. Don't go. There was another one where a poor clearance from a keeper, Maddison crossed over and Perez just headed over. You know, in the second half, we really did start to ramp it up. It was like starting W1 at work. You ramp it up and it gets quicker and better. You lot don't have a clue what W1 is, so I'll leave that there. 49th minute, Maddison to Perez. He just shot and the keeper saved. We were kicking in, weren't we? I don't know what Brendan said. He should have said it in the first half. We could have had this game over and done within 30 minutes, and that was it. There was a 50th minute, it was a foul, penalty. It was a penalty. He did trip him up. He went to kick the ball and his foot were there before us, and that was a penalty. But I don't think there's any denying it. Brentford fans, if any of you know of me or watch this, please let me know. Do you think it was a penalty? I personally do. So does the referee. Tillerman's just slotted it in, didn't he? Good penalty. There's talk of us missing Vardy, and we do miss Vardy. Don't get me wrong. You can tell he's been carrying an injury, we do miss him. But we have got the depth now. We're being a bit. Now I'm not comparing us to Manchester City, but Man City have got goals from all parts of the ground. The team, not all parts of the ground, and Leicester are looking that we can do that as well. I still say we need a forward, right? I don't think we can rely on Ichiacho. We need a forward, and I would just love us to take somebody on loan, or I would like to, I don't know, do you take a gamble on Eduardo, or where his name is, from Celtic? Do you go for it and upset Chris Sutton again? That'd be funny if we could upset Chris Sutton. Canos, he went off the pitch at one point, didn't he? We're hobbling and limping, and I thought he'd broke his fucking kneecap. Then he gets to the touchline and runs back on. It's an amazing thing, that touchline, how it just keeps going. It really does. You get over there and it just gives you a power boost like Lara Croft. Maddison put a chip over to Mendy and then he crossed it back into Maddison and that just went over. Leicester really were playing well from the first half. Brentford, they seem to rely on at this moment. Long throws, weren't it? Brentford took a long throw. We had a bit of a fanny fart in the middle of the defence there, but we shut them down. When he went to get the shot in, there were two of them there, Leicester players, shutting him down. So it was great to see. Ricardo sent down the line and he crossed it under. Yeah, that was another good one, wasn't it? On the right-hand side, he went down and he put the cross in and it just went over. We did look good. As the game went on, we just grew in confidence. We were controlling it, and it was great to see. And it was good because it means, I don't know what Brendan did really, because we were cooking dinner at the time, and I was trying to make a cup of tea, and the dog were out in the snow, and I was, come and look at this. So I was missing little bits of it, and I couldn't pause it on bloody BT on my tablet. But we were looking good. We were growing. Luke Thomas and Barnes, they worked well one time down the left-hand side. That Luke Thomas is looking good, isn't he? He's looking good. I don't know who's doing the academy or the scouting down Leicester, but they're doing really good. Ricardo went off, like I said in the beginning. His first and his second touches weren't very good, but he was trying. He was getting back, and it was the perfect game for him to get stuck into it and get his fitness back and get him going. You know what I mean, folks. On the 70th minute, Barnes clearing up for Maddison. Oh yes. Barnes had a shot, didn't he? Maddison took it and, Was that the goal? I can't fucking remember. Oh, I'm shit at this. I don't know why I do these now. Mind you, when you get distracted at home, it's a bit hard. Tillman's just shot over. Oh yeah, that Rick, weren't it? Barnes had a shot and Maddison came in and just slotted it in. We did well. You know, it was all good stuff. Brentford there attacked in the 78th minute, but nothing came of it. Ian Acho came on for under. I feel sorry for that lad because I do think he's quite. What the fucking hell happened there? That colour then. He's trying, but he's just not got it, has he? I don't know what we're going to do with him. So Perez came off on the 80th minute and O'Brien came on. I thought Perez worked hard, just with little reward. So in the end, we won. You know, I understand that things don't go right all the time and you have to change things. And you go to these cup games and, you know, they're up for it probably more than you. They've got a chance to shine against the Premier, you know, not a big team as such, but we're third in the league. So we are a big team, you know. It's looking like that, and you know we have been the Premier League champions. So I suppose it could have been a nice little scout there for Brentford, and they looked like they had a chance in the first half. But no, we came through. Brendan changed it around. He'd done something, or he probably just kicked them all in the nuts and said, "Fucking get out there and play football." Yeah, but that's it. And Brentford did their job. They came and or they went to their own ground, and you know they made it tough for us. They were doing little niggly fouls, holding things up. Throwing themselves about, all good for them. But you know, unfortunately we upped the game in the second half straight away, and it was good. I can't slag any of the players off as such, apart from the first half, and we just upped it, and it was good to see that we could, when it needs to, you've got to do it. For Leicester City, just finishing this off, the owners have put a lot of time, a lot of money into Leicester City. The training ground is absolutely brilliant. You drive by it, it looks tremendous. You can see it from fucking miles away. They've put a lot of money into that. They're going to put a lot of money into the club. They're hopefully going to extend the ground capacity. And they want rewards. You know, they want something to show for this. Granted, we've had the Premier League title down there. Now he wants, you know, they're still going to want more silverware. We're going to want more European football. And for the investment they've put into the club, rightly so. You know, so we should be not prioritising the FA Cup, but it should be up there. You know, obviously win the league. You know, we're third in the league. We've got a chance. We've been top. Win the league. Qualify for Europe. The Champions League. Qualify for Europe. And we need the FA Cup, right? They're the things. They're the things that we want to make Leicester go forward. And that piece of FA Cup, or all of the FA Cup, is there. We want it. We fucking want it. And it's a cup that Leicester City could win. So I don't want to see us fucking about. I want us to get in there and win that FA Cup. Yeah, sometimes the FA Cup can be a distraction. I understand that, but I don't understand is why can't we have the FA Cup and get fucking European football? Let's go for it. Let's start showing some determination to succeed and get in with this football club, and let's show the world that we can do this again. You know, let's just show that last time we won it, it wasn't a fluke. And let's win some silverware. FA Cup, League Cup. I don't want one of these stupid trophies that you play for at the beginning of the season where it's some kind of fucking the Volkswagen emissions trophy that you play down at Arsenal over 2 fucking days. Load of bollocks. No, I want some trophies. I want silverware down Leicester, and the owners do as well. So as long as we're trying and we're doing well and we're working hard, I'm more than happy. So, right, folks, laters.